All right, let's talk about the myth of mental health. Right, so since the 1950s, they've been codifying mental diseases, and the whole realm of psychiatry is based on getting people hooked on drugs for these specific diagnosed diseases or disorders or etc. Turns out a lot of these diseases come about from doing drugs, and the rest from having bad other bad habits picked up from parents who drank, gambled, sex addicts, fought in the war, abusive, yelling, sexually abused, depressed, you name it. Humans being human. So, yeah, in the 50s, there were 150 diseases, and now there's well over 300. So, did they really discover like 150 more pathological diseases in the human mind, or did they just find 150 new human experiences to pathologize and codify and prescribe and never ending amounts of don't do? Herein lies the rub. Why mental health is the cause of and the cure to all life's problems. But now here's the real cooker. Because having a diagnosis gets you a pass sometimes for bad behavior because, like any binger will tell you, once you start, you can't stop. But with mania, you really can't stop without the right drugs. And also, usually, pretty women get diagnosed with it because they're used to getting everything they were a little heart's desire because they're brats, but there's no sympathy or drugs to cure narcissism, so the doctors would prefer to diagnose bipolar, which really all different disorders like all the other diseases, and all the other viruses start to look a lot like all the other diseases or disorders. And sorry, we're getting out of order here. But there are lots and lots of really helpful minded people who have been educated in this and read a lot about harm reduction and are ready to be there for people going through stuff, especially if it's bipolar thing or a mood disorder, which is also most commonly prescribed lots of drugs. And yeah, some people like Anna, with her sweet personality and her totally amazing presence, go into mania and come back, and through the infinite kindness of all of our friends and me and her mother and my mother and our whole family and the whole community, and she came back. And whereas our dear friend Shauna, wallowing in pity behind Anna's wake when she fucked her husband Britain and lost her free life, didn't. And that brings up a whole new problem, at least for me. Because there's this whole other thing called narcissistic abuse. Like, people get it when they experience like real malevolence. And I did. And Anna like turned into like a demon. Fuck. And I have it now. It is like trauma. It is causing me all sorts of problems. I have to be really. I just start. I've just. I've just started to grieve and let it go. But I'm scared. I'm really scared because I love Anna. We have a daughter. Anna and I. Sophia. God, she's amazing, but she's at a really fragile stage of life. And it's like against my will. She's gone to school, and to tell you the truth, I'm kind of freaking out about the whole thing because we're co-parenting. And from my perspective, Anna kind of became a demon, witch, sadistic creature of hellfire, but only to be. And she's also the mother of our child. And through all this, she was able to kick me out of my home while stealing all of my time, energy, money, and convincing everyone it was my fault, causing me so much stress that I got emotionally deregulated at work, and a horse flipped on me at the gate, and I train racehorses, and now my dick is ruined. And I have Sophia every other week, and so I can't work. Lost my career. And I'm like, I can't work anymore. I lost my family. Lost half my daughter. Holy fuck. Yeah. Mental health, man.